Extremely. Everything's different.
All right, I show 1:30. Let's call the meeting to order. The notice of the meeting was properly posted on September 30th, 2021. Item number 1, approval of the minutes from the June 15th, 2021 meeting. There's a motion for that.
So moved. Anna.
Have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Item number 2, discussion of possible action to approve the Handbook Committee's 2022 schedule of regular meetings. This is requested by our chair, Doug. On the attachment, it looks like we are going to, the proposal is for April 12th and for October 11th of next year. I think the idea behind this is to schedule around the legislative session and what things are going through the legislative session, and in the April meeting, and then for the October meeting, those things that have made it through and that might affect our employee policy before November 1st.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Lambert, a second by Mr. Van Ness. Do we have any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Item number 3, discussion and possible action regarding the rollout and implementation of provisions of the 2021 Interim Employee Handbook that was effective July 1st of 2021, to include comments from the HR and Safety Director, Karen Kent.
Can y'all hear me? Do I need to stand up?
Should probably come up here, be on camera, please. Don't ask.
My hair doesn't look good. We rolled out the handbook, and I went in and looked today and pulled up who we had got to the acknowledgement sheets from. We're about 85% complete with the process. The court clerk hasn't been done yet because Christy's waiting to do some training with the management staff. The county clerk has not been finished either, I found out, but we'll try to get that done by this Friday. The VOCC departments are 98.9% completed, so that's where we are on getting the new rolls out and getting the acknowledgements back.
Anything we might be able to do differently or better next time? Do you think it's going pretty smoothly?
I don't know if there's anything we do different. You know, it's like it's not a major task. We send out the information. Actually, when we did it to the yards, we went out and personally went over everything with them in there, and that went across. There wasn't any questions necessarily or any of the changes, but I really don't know any way the way we could do it, especially during the COVID when we didn't want to get too in deep with people one-on-one. So we'll get it finished up.
Move to accept the reports.
Second.
A motion by Mr. Lambert, a second by Mr. Van Ness. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Item number 4, discussion of possible action regarding the implementation of Oklahoma County's continuing education tuition reimbursement program. Again, to include comments from our HR and Safety Director, Karen Kent.
Okay, I didn't realize I was talking about that for the weekend. We had the forms that need to be approved. We got them approved by the Policy and Governance and by the VOCC. My questioning on that was, should we not take it to be approved by the Budget Board since it is a county-wide program and that we need to let all elected officials vote on the form to use the program? So that's kind of where I am on that. I'm ready to put it on the Budget Board agenda, but if you think the forms are all right being approved by the VOCC, we can move forward with it. We've been getting a lot of phone calls about the program recently.
Is that this program is currently in the handbook, or?
Yes, it is in the handbook.
So was that approved by the Budget Board at that time?
Yes.
Or you specifically mean the forms?
Yeah, the forms that they
Okay.
complete to get the reimbursements and to be approved for the reimbursements. So I kind of needed to ask that, or do they need to go for the Budget Board BOCC approved them with some changes that we made on them.
It would just be a
Question, I don't know.
formality, right?
It's
I
just
would think so too, yeah, because it's already been approved by the budget board, I would think that probably not.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know that I'm able to make that decision, but, yeah, I mean, it seems like budget board's already approved it, so I would think that,
And those are y'all's bosses, so
Right.
if you think they're cool, not. I would imagine they wouldn't want to necessarily look over the details of an individual form.
The form was just some wording on it that we needed to change. Instead of asking for a copy of the grades, they do need to put in transcript. That's little things like that. It's actually just in the verbiage that needed to be changed. There's 4 of them, that was it. Otherwise, it's ready to roll.
As far as I can tell, if it's already been approved by P&G and BOCC, we should be ready to rock.
Okay.
So,
Move forward with it then.
I would think so. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we can give you the,
None of us direct
Yeah.
you here.
yeah.
Well, then, yeah, move forward.
Michael directs me.
for the motion.
I don't think it needs to be a motion.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the best, those elected officials make them aware the forms are out there,
Yeah, I agree.
would be my suggestion.
All right, well, we will get it done and get it posted on Info on how to follow the process to get taken care of. Okay. Anything else on that?
Any other discussion? We have a motion to receive the report.
Go ahead.
So moved.
Second.
A motion by Anna, second by Gabriel. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. If there's no objections, I was thinking maybe we can move item number 5 to the end in case some of these other items might spur comment on items. Anybody have any objections to that? Okay. All right. So item number 6, discussion of possible action to amend section 4.7, which is the bereavement leave section within our handbook, to mimic the state policy. And on the attachment, you will notice that there's 3 pages associated with the attachment. The first portion of that is what appears to be a track change version from Doug. The second portion of the second page, or I guess the portion of the second page, is what it would look like, without the track changes in the handbook. And then the third section is what the actual state policy is on that. So it appears that it just goes into some further clarifying language on the reasons for which somebody might be able to take off during the event of an immediate family member or person in their household.
I think it makes more sense. Previous language said days to attend a funeral. And when I passed, that always been a question. Well, if there's no funeral, can we take off? Can we take bereavement leave? So this clarifies that, I think.
Should we move approval?
Does anybody have anything else they'd like to see in that language, or is everybody fine with it?
I move we approve item 6 to amend section 4.7.
Second.
Motion from Anna, a second from Gabriel. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. Item number 7, just keeping in line with what we've done in past practice, since we've approved the recommendation, or approved the amendment to that, need to make a recommendation to the budget board to adopt it in the 2021 interim Oklahoma County handbook. We have a motion to make that recommendation.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Rick and a second by Danny. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Item number 8 is a discussion of possible action regarding state laws that were enacted during the 2021 legislative session that take effect November 1st. I spoke with the chairman, and this item, it might not necessarily be a handbook item, but just in the effort to institutionalize any laws that take effect that may affect employee actions, we wanted to put it on the agenda. And in the event that somebody finds that we might need to include this into the handbook in any way, that would be the appropriate time to discuss that. So what the language, the language has been for some time that county offices may use monies expended for the purchase of awards, recognitions, or other types of merit or things like that within their office. This just kind of further expands that. It gives elected officials and offices the ability to basically present at a formal or informal ceremony, banquet or reception, luncheon, the cost of which may be expended for monies available in the county's departments or divisions operating fund. So I think the goal was just to bring that to the board and see if there's anybody that thought we might need to amend the handbook to accommodate that. I personally don't think so.
Well, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, but again, I think the idea was just to kind of reiterate that the goal of the October meeting is that in the event of a statute change or a law change, that we could solidify that and take a look at it in the handbook. So if there's no action there, we can.
I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
How do you define award? Could it be a cash award?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know the answer off the top of my head. I'd have to.
Okay.
If you want to send a request for legal services, I'll be more than happy
I can do that. I know there's the office I represent's court clerk's office, and they want to know if it can include a cash award.
to. Okay. Just submit a question and I'll be happy to look at it.
Any other action on that item? Okay. Item number 9. This is one of the catch-all items that we added to the agenda. The chairman has added to the agenda, and it is discussion of possible action to survey committee members regarding the need and/or interest in seeking during the 2022 legislative session any statutory amendments to support county personnel policy or practices. So if anybody knows of anything that's coming down the pipe for next year, we know it. Okay, so no action on that one. So let's go back to item number 5. Is there anything else? This item is discussion of possible action to begin developing the handbook committee's new working draft replacement for the 2021 interim handbook. Is there anything that any of the departments would like to have added to the handbook? Is there anything that your electeds have made mention that might need to be added, might need to be modified in the handbook for the next working draft? Okay, I have nothing either, so no action on item number 5. All right, do we have any citizen participation? Did any sign up online? Okay. All right, any board comments? Seeing none. Any new business? Seeing none as well. We have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Gabriel, second by Rick. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Didn't
Any
say it
opposed?
fast enough.
The ayes have it.
Apologies for being late.
All right.
I'm good.
I'm doing motorcycle and Trish's
Monday.
job, along with sign with the board. So 5 hats.
Yeah, I don't want to get them doing this.
Like the Swiss Army knife.
No, and
Oh, yeah, this is true.
Thanks for having